The race for District 4 representative, currently held by Democrat Val Hoyle, is heating up in more ways than one.
In Your Voice, Your Vote, there are 3 candidates in the running, 2 Republicans and Hoyle.
And KEZI 9 News reporter Jennifer Singh is live in the studio tonight to show us how one candidate is urging the U.S. District Attorney to investigate the one currently holding that position, Jen.
That's right, Matt. Renee, there's just about 7 months until the general election when voters will decide whether or not to re-elect District 4 Representative Val Hoyle. One of her opponents, Republican candidate Monique DeSpain, recently sent a letter to the U.S. Attorney's Office asking them to expand an ongoing investigation into cannabis company LaModa and former Secretary of State Shemia Fagan, and to take a look into Hoyle's alleged involvement with the company.
This is a representative government, and we have a woman who is not representing the interests of Oregon in Congress.
At the end of January, Republican Monique DeSpain wrote a letter to the U.S. Attorney for the District of Oregon after several news reports posted to Willamette Week in Portland and the Daily Beast political news site revealed allegations that Democrat Val Hoyle had a role in the success of now corrupt cannabis business LaModa.
Looking at the stories that have been in the media for 18 months or more, I felt like it was my duty to bring that up to the voters, to the people of Oregon and the 4th District, so they would know that this is who they have representing them.
Val Hoyle was serving as the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor and Industries in the fall of 2022, when LaModa was granted more than $500,000 for a new nonprofit apprenticeship program from the Bureau, according to reports that later turned out to be legally non-viable.
What we had were some bad actors within the cannabis community who did not pay their federal or state taxes.
However, according to DeSpain, the months before the grant was given, Hoyle was allegedly known to coach LaModa executives during meetings and also found to have received more than $20,000 in campaign donations from LaModa.
I would never have taken a campaign contribution from them had I known that they owed these federal and state taxes and they were bad actors. I've returned every single campaign contribution.
When Hoyle was sworn into Congress, DeSpain's campaign alleges she failed to turn over state records from her personal phone that were repeatedly requested by the Bureau. Hoyle's office says those records were turned over 11 months later, but not before reports say they were picked over by Hoyle and her attorney. DeSpain has since laid out all of those allegations on a website she recently created called whatsvalhiding.com.
It's obvious Val's experiencing the conundrum of her personal business being mixed in her official business. So now all of that is official business.
A spokesperson for Hoyle tells me, however, she turned over her work phone immediately, but the request to turn over her personal phone came when she was in Washington, D.C., transitioning to her new role in Congress and dealing with a death in the family. I'm told Hoyle didn't know about the request until August, when she hired a Bully-approved attorney to ensure records were turned over. According to her spokesperson, Hoyle's attorney offered to review all the files with Bully multiple times to ensure the agency was satisfied, but the agency declined. Hoyle told KEZI back in January she's answered every question that has surfaced during the allegations. But a federal subpoena has since been issued to the Bureau of Labor and Industry, asking for them to turn over records just days after DeSpain sent the letter to the U.S. Attorney's Office, opening up the ongoing investigation to take a closer look at those records.
What is Val Hoyle hiding? Obviously something.
A spokesperson for Hoyle tells us she has not yet been contacted by the feds or other law enforcement agency on the issue. But she says she's glad they are looking into the representations LaModa made to the state, and if they were false, they should be held accountable. The election for who takes Hoyle's seat next will be on November 5th. Live in the studio, Jennifer Singh, KEZI 9 News.